Number 12 in the league. Shedeur.
Two with pride, Coach Prime on the side. Now I'm on my own ride. From the snow and boulder to the dog pound zone. Now I'm throwing lasers out the pocket like a throne. Whole city watching, I ain't fold for the fame. AP on my wrist, but I grind through the pain. Never beg for the stage, I earned every play. From just Dion's son to the future of the game. Woo! 1 or 2 the legendary, now I'm here. Feely Van Lanes, let me shift the gear. Don't call me 2, it's 12 in the field. Ice on my neck, but the heart stay real. Come prime the pro, this a family scene. I'm the dream he planted, now I lead. Legendary, QB1, let's go. They thought I was hype, just a flash with a name. Till I dropped 5 tutties and rewrote the game. From college doors to that dog pound bark. Now I'm black and gold soul in that Cleveland dark. 12 on the back, new chapter in ink. Legacy flips when the whole world blinks. Came from the 2, now I'm stepping as king. Put the L on my chest, I don't play, I win. 1 or 2 the legendary, now I'm here. Feely Van lights, let me shift the gear. Don't call me 2, it's 12 in the field. Ice on my neck, but the heart stay real. Come prime the pro, this a family seed. I'm the dream he planted, now I lead.
It ain't just about a number on your back. It's about the story behind it. I'm not running from prime, I'm building on it. This is 1 or 2 to legendary.
Started as a son, now I'm the symbol. With 12 on my back, the vision is simple. Ball, believe, break through the barrier. 1, 2 legendary, I'm the carrier.
What going on, man? We're back to another episode of That Money, man. You already know. Y'all see the title. Y'all see the thumbnail. I need y'all to like, subscribe, and share right now, man. This is getting ridiculous. I don't understand. Every week, man, it's something new. Every week is something new. Last week, it was the speeding tickets. The week before that, it was Shedeur was slow developing. He didn't know the playbook. The week before that, he a QB4. He 4th string. He ain't getting no reps. The week before that, OTAs, he ain't getting no reps. He ain't looking that good in OTA. Now this week, Shedeur about to get cut by the Browns. I'm telling you, this mess is trending. Look at here. This the past day. Let me go to past 4 hours. Shedeur Sanders released. Shedeur cut. This mess is trending. Look at that. Everywhere I turn is an article. It's everywhere. Everywhere I look, it's an article talking about Shedeur needs to slow down or next ticket could be one-way flight out of Cleveland. Shedeur Sanders, later problems are warning signs. Shedeur Sanders get major cut warning ahead of training camp. Shedeur Sanders could be cut by Cleveland Browns and $14 million quarterback at risk. Browns predicted to cut ties with Shedeur Sanders. I don't get it, bro. This week, Shedeur gonna get cut by the Browns. What next week gonna be? They put a bet on it. Somebody bet with me. What next week, Shedeur? What the topic next week gonna be about Shedeur? And they talking about his lady now. Man, I'm telling you, it's article after article after article after article after article, and it's even trending. Oh my goodness. And then y'all already know why. You already know why it's trending. This guy, Albert, at it again, man. I don't. This was 3 days ago. I don't understand, bro. Like, where is you getting your information from? Well, at this point, he just lying. It's the reason why Dion came out and said it's only certain teams we want to go to. And you know the Browns wasn't one of them. Just because it is.
I was very much championing Shedeur Sanders.
Championing.
I'm not sure. How do you say that? I was a champion of him.
Championing. There you go, right? Championing. There you
You
go.
know what? I always got a good B+ in English. Sorry, I butchered that, America. But at the quarterback position, and I did this with Baker, I did it with Manziel. I can remember I've taken my shots at, okay, it's different. I want you to be Jalen Hurts. I want you to be Dak. I want you to be Herbert. I want you on that Wednesday podium. Your job's to put fires out. You know this. Brady used to do a Monday hit in Boston radio. You know this. And all it was, he didn't need the money. It was to create the narrative for the week so the media, the aggressive Boston media, couldn't attack. That was Brady's brilliance. Big Ben did this in Pittsburgh for a while to kind of create the narrative of the week. It's very smart. It's not the end of the world, but between that legendary draft room, which was cringy, and a 100-mile-an-hour speeding ticket, I'm sorry.
I gotta say this before we get Albert to talking, the hater of all haters. I think he a bigger hater than Mary Kate and Tony put together. But Colin, why is you so concerned about this man, how he decked out his draft party? It wasn't your money. If he wanted to deck out his draft party with all this legendary stuff because that's his brand, he probably got sponsored. He probably didn't even pay for all of that. All them sponsors and all that he got. Endorsement deals. NIL, they turn into endorsement deals. Why is you so concerned about this man's draft party? That's what he wanted to do. Ain't nobody never did that like that. And I bet you next year you gonna see some have a big tent. And all they family and friends there. Like, come on, bro. What? How is that concerning? And how is that make you not like somebody? Because they have a big, lavish draft party because they expected to go to the NFL, which gonna change his life. Like, that is ridiculous, man. That's what I'm talking about. Some folk, that's not your style. Okay. But you don't supposed to hate on somebody else because that is their style. Just don't pay attention to it. Ain't nobody tell you to look at it. I don't care if you do talk about sports. That's ridiculous, man. That's one of the dumbest reasons I ever heard somebody don't like somebody because of they draft party with all the legendary stuff when clearly that's that man brand and he make money from it. It makes no sense. That's why people don't watch your show. That's why you on FS1, not ESPN. Like, who actually looks at Fox Sports? That's why Skip Bayless got canceled. Don't nobody watch this mess.
Sorry. Albert, it matters and it bothers me. It is something.
Yeah, and I think it's the issue now is that really, if you're the Browns, what you're looking for Shedeur Sanders to do from a work standpoint is come in and operate as if he's the 30th or 40th or 50th guy on the roster, because that's exactly what he is as a 5th-round pick. He's a guy who's fighting not for their starting job, for a job on the team, period. And so generally you're
Bro, what have you been listening to? Albert! What have you been looking at? Who in that organization have you been talking to? Because from the player, from what LaShawn McCoy done heard, Ocho done heard, some other people done heard, who are you talking to? Because it's the complete opposite. Even the dude on the radio right here, not that one, it was a radio something, I think it was him. They have heard that Shedeur was the best quarterback in the building. You talking about he got to make the team. Bruh, we done been through rookie minicamp, OTAs, and now minicamp. The man that got the high completion percentage out of all the quarterbacks with less reps, and you talking about he need to make the team. He already done got 13 reps. We just ain't seen it. I already done came to that conclusion. You can have whatever opinion you want. My conclusion is Shedeur done got 13 reps, and he has way more reps than we are privy to. Whatever they calculated, them 53, he done had way more than that because he had a field. He was on a field by himself. Come on now.
tolerance for this sort of stuff with guys who are in that position is going to be far less than it would be with a star player. With guys who's fighting not for their starting job, for a job on the team, period. And so generally your tolerance for this sort of stuff with guys who are in that position is going to be far less than it would be with a star player. I don't think this is the most serious thing in the world, but it is, an early test of how he handles it with the team and everything else. And so I think that's part of it. The other thing is, he is playing from behind here. And look, the reality is the reason he got less 11 on 11 reps than the other quarterbacks, the reason that he got less first team reps than the other quarterbacks in the spring is because he had more ground to make up. He was behind. And that's something you heard consistently from teams ahead of the draft was this guy were a little surprised based on his background that he's as behind as he is from a football know-how standpoint. So he's already.
Hey, I don't know if y'all noticed, but this dude never say who he done talked to, the source. He don't never say what teams. He don't never say what actually the problem is, what Shedeur don't know. He don't never say none of that. He always says teams, a person, inside NFL, insider, anonymous. Bruh, you ain't got no source. If you can't name your source, quit talking. He keeps saying NFL teams was surprised. I don't know if y'all watched my last live. Appreciate y'all all watch my video I put out yesterday. That thing exploded. I appreciate you. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share, and tell your friend about that money, man. You already know. I ain't gonna be on too long. Bruh, you never name your source or sources. What teams? Name a team. You act like you work for them. They can't fire you. Name the team that said, or teams, since you said with an S, that said Shedeur, they were surprised he didn't know this or that. Once again, Asante Samuel said it. The verbiage. The verbiage and the terminology used on certain teams is not the same at Colorado And it ain't the same from the Browns to the Giants. The terminology and verbiage is not the same. So you tell me which teams said they were surprised that he didn't know what he knew, what they thought he knew. Tell me. Is it the Giants? Is it Tennessee? Let me know. Because you keep saying this, but don't give no credible sources. I heard these teams. No, bro. Quit talking.
Playing catch up behind even Dylan Gabriel, let alone Kenny Pickett or Joe Flacco. And you're looking for him to blend in, which he did a nice job of that. Like, he was a worker bee in May and June, and he did put his head down and go to work and do the things you need him to do. But again, like, this is a guy you're looking to blend in. And so this is one of those things where it's like, that's not great. Now let's see how he'll react. Again, it's not something that's going to get him kicked off the team, but it's something you pay attention to.
Okay, so
you just said he trying to make the team. Now it's something. Now you saying it ain't something that can get him kicked off the team. You got to listen to what these folks saying. Y'all need to do this in real life. Pay attention to the words that people use. When he was talking last week, talking about Shedeur was behind, like he's saying, he said, I think, before he said anything. He said it, he did it twice. He said, I think. That means that's just you. Say the Tennessee Titans, the New York Giants think. The New York Giants said. The Tennessee Titans said. No. Don't say I think. That's your opinion. That don't mean it's true. But you putting it out like it's true. Like, bro, I'm getting sick of this, man. Like, come on. Now, if Shedeur get out there, obviously we got tape already. But if Shedeur get out there in training camp in the preseason and he looked just total, horrible, bad, okay, now we revisit it. But I don't even think that remotely was gonna happen because of what we done seen in training mini camp, OTAs, and rookie mini camp. Like, I don't get that. I'm praying to God he come out here and light it up in their preseason and training camp. Cause boy, if he do anything other than a 77% completion percentage, he done. He a bust. He deserved to be drafted in the 5th round, all of that. And I'm going to tell you, I ain't about to tell you, I'm about to show you how much these folk be lying, bro. Look at this. This is Pro Football Focus a whole year ago. It's Shedeur Sanders, QB3 in the 2024 draft. This ain't even 2025. This is 2024. And these guys base almost everything off of their analytics and stats.
Even if you don't have the greatest arm in the world, if you are this much of an assassin with the football, we'll check those boxes for him. They are A+ things for him. They are statements on his scouting report. And so even if you don't have the greatest arm in the world, if you are this much of an assassin with the football when it comes to ball placement and accuracy, you can play in the league. So if he keeps doing this throughout the course of this season, man, we're going to talk about him as potentially a QB3 first-round quarterback in his class.
Of the it was a year ago.
At least from what we heard in Indy, I think one of the teams at offensive coordinator. So maybe a lot of teams in the NFL would not take Shedeur Sanders in the first round. But at least from what we heard in Indy, I think one of the teams that is interested in taking him as the franchise quarterback is the Tennessee Titans. And honestly, Trevor, if they sticked and picked at 1, they might even take Shedeur over Cam Ward. I really do think, just based
3 months ago. This before the draft. Pro Football Focus. This guy just said the Tennessee Titans, if they stay at 1, they could possibly pick Shedeur Sanders over Cam Ward. I don't understand how can somebody fall from a number 1 pick, top 3, top 10 to the 5th round, and now he's struggling to make the team. How is that narrative changed in 3 months? And this guy has done nothing but light up rookie minicamp, OTAs, and minicamp and got 2 speeding tickets. Literally lighting it up. But all of a sudden, in 3 months, he go from number 1 overall pick, 1st round quarterback, to 5th round pick, struggling to make the team. Don't know the playbook. What in the blue blazers, short mini skirts, sundress in the summer, musty no deodorant armpit, unibrow, Stephen A. forehead, baby oil, no diddy? What in the world? They got the numbers up. I told y'all. He got the same numbers as Cam Ward. How is he not going to make the team? How is Shedeur going to get cut from the Browns? How did he fall to the 5th round? It's people that using the numbers. This is their job. Pro Football Focus. People look at this stuff to grade players in the league, in the NFL. They use Pro Football Focus to grade players in the NFL. But all of a sudden, 2 different people come out and say Shedeur Sanders is a QB1, QB3, 1st round quarterback in the 1st round in 2 different years of the NFL draft. 2024, 2025. But all of a sudden, this man, he come out and say something. Look at that smirk. He come out and say something. We get all these articles right here. Boom, 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 boom. Like what? And it's trending.
Now that is, I voted on here. I said I think that they will choose the best quarterback. Now that is, I will just straight up be honest with you guys. That is all hope. That is all hope that Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Berry understand and realize, like, if you do another 3-14 season, you're done. Now, a lot of people will come out here and say, well, you start a rookie quarterback, you're good chance you're going to go 3-14. But at the same time, I think Shedeur is the best quarterback. So if Shedeur does the best in, throughout the preseason and training camp, I think it's going to be extremely difficult for them to say, you know what, we got to go elsewhere. No, you go with the guy that's going to give you the best chance to win. I voted on here. I said I think that they will choose the best quarterback.
I can't pump the brakes. I'm going 101 miles per hour. If Cleveland cut Shedeur, they might even riot up there. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And not even giving him a chance? We on June 23rd, 2025. Now if we get to September 30th, 2025, or not even that. Let's just say September 2nd, whenever the first game of the season is. And we done went through preseason. We done went through training camp and preseason. And Shedeur done fell off a cliff and played horrible. Then, okay, they was right. But until then, no. Not even close. I got tape and film on this guy, and you telling me from two different people, him and him, but it's the same guy down here, but he the one that said it. No, man. At this point, we just gonna start looking at year 2. We just gonna start talking about year 2. I'm just gonna forget about this season, and I want to start looking at year 2. I'm just gonna go ahead. Shedeur Sanders, year 2. Where will he be? Still on Cleveland or another team? Because the way they talking, they gonna use one of them first round picks next year. Where that? I clicked off. I should have left it up. I think it did article right here. On the Cade Kublik. Here it is. They saying this boy gonna be the number 1 draft pick right here from Clemson. They say he's gonna be the number 1 draft pick next year, and the Cleveland Browns gonna draft him with one of the 2 draft picks they got. I'll put a 3 at the end. This 2 hours ago. So they updated. This was yesterday. See what I'm talking about? See how it's still trending? See how it trended? I thought they were gonna have what's the name on that one. Let's look at this. This a day ago here. Look at this. They got the Saints picking first, taking Cade Kupnick, Clemson quarterback. Then they got the Browns drafting number 2, taking that Garrett Nasmeyer. They got the Titans picking number 3, Giants picking 4, Carolina 6, Jets 5, Raiders 7, Colts 8. Hey, look, all I'm gonna say is it's the same teams, just a different order. The top 10 is the same. Browns still got number 2 pick, and then from there it's just a shuffle of a mix. Man, I said let them go when they were talking about the Brown Circus. I don't know when they started that. I got a whole video called the Brown Circus. Quarterback competition is a joke. It's a joke. They got Cleveland drafting Garrett Nasmeyer. The Cleveland Browns once again in the disastrous situation. Well, I'm country folk. I know how to say it. I just can't right now. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Situation at the quarterback position, hoping for literally any sort of spark from a 40-year-old Joe Flacco or a former first-round bust. I wasn't expecting. former first round bust and Kenny Pickett. The Browns don't have the offensive line to help a quarterback like those guys truly succeed in 2025. So you figure they are going to be somewhere in the top 3 picks next year, depending on how many games they accidentally win or don't. I think we're going to see the Browns go after a quarterback prospect with more time on task than strictly physical upside or talent. Key X factor for this season, find the foundational pieces on the roster outside of quarterback and Myles Garrett. What do the Browns have to build around right now? That's a major question mark for this team, which has issues all over the place. They got issues in the front office. So immediately pass and ask them again. They can be sloppy. Decision making at will needs improvement. Who you talking about? North Shrek? Who you talking about? I know you ain't talking about. Oh, that Cade. That who you talking about, Cade? Oh, you talking about Shedeur. Mary Kay wrote an article herself about Shedeur being drafted number 2 instead of Hunter. She then pulled back as she saw the draft outcome. That's what they always doing. They ain't nobody. Y'all, people coming on my comment talking about I'm clickbaiting, but you ain't watching my whole video. How I'm clickbaiting if you clicking on my video ain't watching the video? And clearly it's a question mark on the thumbnail and in the title. So you don't know what a question mark is? That's why I circled it on this one. I circled it on the thumbnail, a question mark. Like, come on. What you saying yes to, Cade? Man, 420. I'm going back up. Stefanski and Barry jobs ain't on the line. I gotta find that video. Cause they said it. They would have been fired him. They would have fired him. They would have fired him already. They would have fired him this season. This past season. Where that? It doesn't.
But again, then they're taking a quarterback at the top of the next year.
Yeah.
If Shedeur,
Joe, I think their week 1 starter is going to be, I think it's going to be one of those 2 rookies.
Oh, man, I think that's a terrible mistake. A terrible mistake in every way you could possibly think about. Again, audio courtesy of the Rich Eisen Show. I got a lot of respect for Daniel Jeremiah. Don't get me wrong. We have him on the show once or twice a year, it seems. And, again, nothing against him, but you're trying to do 2 things at once this year, Jason. You're trying to keep your vets like their heads in it. You're trying to keep them emotionally in it. They're trying to win games of some sort. I don't know how many games they're going to win. Probably not many. So you don't really know which way you're going as far as a franchise. Usually it's a lot easier. We're like, all right, we're going for it. We got to go for the gusto. Oh, we're getting ready to not win a lot of football games this year. They've sent mixed messages all throughout the wintertime. And what he says about Kenny Pickett, true. I don't know if his family members are going to send nasty tweets to Daniel Jeremiah now. But with the 2 rookies, I just think it's a bad thing to do to a third-round rookie who at times has not shown a lot on the field, but not got a lot of chances to show a lot on the field when it's come to the OTAs. And Shedeur Sanders, where, again, anybody I talk to, it's like, hey, he shows the want to learn, and he's trying as hard to learn. But he's clearly, and this is not my words, this is guys in the building's words, he's clearly behind Dylan Gabriel on nomenclature, on knowing which way to go, things like that. Like they say, the work ethic is there where he can get it, and because his talent might be better, maybe he gets that spot. And I'm going, everything you guys are telling me is way too early for a first round, or for a rookie to not be a first round pick, to not be a first overall pick, to be starting week 1. I think that's, as of right now, maybe they could change my mind, but as of June 23rd, man, that seems insane, Jason.
if it's
Man, it's so, like I told y'all before, it's so much misinformation, so much confusion, people all over the place. It don't matter. You throw Shedeur name with he saved the dog, they gonna turn it into something negative. You say Shedeur helped the old lady cross the street, they gonna turn it into something negative. But say Shedeur got speeding tickets, it gonna be everywhere. The old lady gonna be everywhere. The dog gonna be everywhere. but something actually negative, it's going to be everywhere. Man, it's like the Browns is the opposite of the Cowboys. Every Cowboy fan think that they're gonna win the Super Bowl every year. Every Browns fan think they're gonna be the number 1 draft pick every year. It's the complete opposite. Yolanda, the only reason why we talking about a percentage is because they kept track of it. Don't nobody in the NFL on no other team do that and make it public. The Browns, ESPN Cleveland, they did that. Ain't nobody else doing that. Why they do that? Because they know people so emotionally attached to Shedeur that we gonna put it out and keep track. But it backfired on Tony Grocery. He thinking Shedeur gonna do bad and horrible. So when them first numbers came out, everybody started getting hyped. So he couldn't pull it back because they still had to do it. That's what I'm saying. Bico. I don't even know how to say that, but I'm country folk. But if I mess up your name, just blame it on my head, not my heart. Because I don't know how to say it. I can type the English, but I can't say it. But no. If he fall behind, yeah, why don't you cut him or trade him? Just go ahead and do it now. Just come out and say it. Don't be trying to protect nobody. If you don't want him, then you say, well, he fall behind. We trying to catch him up. We don't know. What you got to lose? Your job? You gonna lose that regardless if you don't win no games. Well, let me take that back. They don't want to win games up there in Cleveland. So you might still keep your job, but it won't make no difference if you got rid of Shedeur or not. So just go ahead and say it. I ain't playing. I'm about to get off. I ain't playing. I'm trying to figure out how they projecting. They gonna get a. What the point of drafting two? What is the point is? What is the point in giving a quarterback $230 million? Then you go sign a dude off the couch. Then you go trade for one. Then you go draft 2 quarterbacks in this draft that just passed 2 months ago. When all you gonna do is turn around and draft another quarterback that got to go through the same stuff these 2 quarterbacks going through next year, and y'all gonna expect him to start as soon as he get there. Now, what if this boy can't learn the playbook? What if this boy don't know what Shedeur know? Y'all just saying that because he at Cleveland with Dabo. Man, come on. He at 200 pounds. I don't think he at 200 because I looked him up. I was just on it, but I had it up earlier. Now my computer freezing up. Bro, that boy Halliburton tore his Achilles, bro. That crazy. OKC don't finally won the championship without KD. That should tell you a lot. Houston. How you spell that boy name? Nez. And they could mess around and pull a Carson back. They could mess around and pull a Carson back. They do got him at 200. I know that Andrew Baker, I ain't never seen a black man that went to Harvard be so dumb? I ain't never seen a Harvard graduate be dumb. You wasted all that money to go to Harvard, and you go draft 2 quarterbacks, trade for one, sign the one off the couch, and then paid another one $230 million to go mess with some masseuses, and you gonna draft another one next year? You gonna have 6? Man, I ain't gonna look. I'm tired of speculating, so I'm just gonna wait till it actually happens. We gonna wait till the end of July when we start training camp, and then one of them gonna get cut or traded. One of them gonna get cut or traded. We already know that. I'm tired of speculating. I'm gonna do like these other YouTubers I be looking at. They just read what they see and run with it. That's what I'm about to start doing. I ain't even gonna. I'm quit giving facts and all that, cause it don't none of it make no sense. Now I'm just getting confused. Why is Shedeur Sanders released? Shedeur Sanders cut. It is trending. Dylan Gabriel #1. Then you got all these articles out. Shedeur Sanders need to slow down, or next ticket could be one-way flight out of Cleveland. Shedeur Sanders' latest problems are warning signs. Competition with Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, and Dylan Gabriel taking their toll on him. Shedeur Sanders get major cut warning ahead of training camp. Shedeur Sanders could be cut by Cleveland Browns at a $14 million quarterback at risk. They talking about Kenny Pickett. Browns predicted to cut ties with Shedeur Sanders. Okay, you got a ticket. Yeah. Meanwhile, you got a whole predator on your team making $230 million, and y'all gonna sit him out the whole season to try to get $58 million back. Then he gonna turn around and try to sue y'all. Then what you gonna do? I ain't see Dylan Gabriel do none of that. Hey, man. I guess that because you in a bigger school, bigger program than Colorado and Jackson State, because boy been at LSU his whole time, so he just waited his turn. 4,552 yards, 29 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. They won a bowl game. They played in the Kinder's Texas Bowl against Baylor. Lost 3 in a row. Florida, Alabama, Texas A&M, and lost the first game against USC. And this guy, Cade, they won the ACC championship, beat SMU. Everybody already thought SMU wasn't good anyway. They lost to Georgia first game, lost to Louisville. Oh, Tyler Show beat them. Wow. And then lost to South Carolina. And Florida State was horrible anyway. And ain't even played Georgia Tech. They probably would have lost to Georgia Tech the way Georgia Tech was playing. But they beat SMU by 3 points, then lost to Texas in the college football playoff. I want to see what number he put up. I just want to see what number he put up again. Clemson. 17, 32, 157, 56 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Hey, they're watch the replay. I'm about to get off. I don't know what they scared of, man. But you see what color all the other quarterbacks is. I ain't trying to point out something, but it's just it's first of all, it's who he is, who his dad is, and who he is, and what his last name. I don't care. They got a lot to do with it, good or bad. It got a lot to do with it. And then you turn around, how he confident and he black. It's a threat, man. I don't care how you slice it, how you dice it. It's a threat. Because they don't look at Cam Ward as a threat because he ain't got no Hall of Fame daddy. He ain't got no outspoken daddy. He don't himself, Cam Ward don't speak out. You know? Like, he don't say the same thing Shedeur say. So you can't compare them. You can't say it's not a race thing because the first round pick, the number one pick was a black quarterback. No, it's not the same. Two different personalities, two different personas, two different celebrity statuses. You can't say it's the same. Black, white, it don't matter. It's not the same. You can't say just Cam Ward was black that is not racist, or is no racism in it, or is not about black or white because the first pick was black. No, that's like you calling every black person the same or in the same position because another black person got picked before I did or you did. No, it's not the same. You got to go in the whole totality and context of it. But they don't. They never do. Because like their boy played last year. Y'all didn't say nothing about him then. 2023. Lost to Duke, lost to Florida State, lost to Miami, lost to NC State. They finished strong though, won the bowl game against Kansas. Well, hey. We just gonna have to see what the season brings, cause I don't know, bro. So who they got for the Browns, number 9 right here? Then they gonna get an offensive line, Caden Proctor. They're probably a better pick than drafting a quarterback. I think they need to get a receiver and an offensive lineman. The Browns used their top pick on quarterback, and they lucked out by getting maybe the top offensive lineman off the board here with their other pick in the top 10 overall. The Browns picking twice in the top 10 overall means that some folk out there believe Jacksonville Jaguars are going to be one of the 10 worst teams in the league again in 2025. The Browns would certainly be hoping so because they need the foundational pieces for their roster, which has quickly become one of the worst in the NFL. Key X factor this season for the Jaguars, ensuring you've invested in the right players as foundational pieces. Trevor Lawrence, Travis Hunter, Brian Thomas, Josh Hines, Allen, Trayvon Walker. Be ready to spend big in 2026 NFL free agency. I don't think Jacksonville picking number 9. I ain't saying they're going to win the Super Bowl, but I don't think they're gonna be in the top 10 draft picks in the draft. I can see them in the middle. I can definitely see them in the middle. Just by Travis probably himself gonna win you 2-3 games. Maybe 2. Then they got DJ McKinney getting drafted in the first round. But hey, they got the Eagles winning the Super Bowl again. They the one that put out the information, supposedly. Yeah. Yeah, Cam Ward able to hide. Yeah, they could use him in trade bait. Man, I don't even think Shedeur paying attention to none of this. I don't even think he paying. He ain't on internet looking up himself. You know what they talking about me. I don't think he doing that. Nor do I think he care. But yeah, it's WW3. Yup. Tariq, you ain't get no video? You ain't get no video. You done went down there to Jacksonville, seen Travis, and ain't get no video.
It's close. Play the rookie if it's close.
I don't think it's going to be close, and I don't think it should be close.
I don't either. I don't think. I think people are dismissing Kenny Pickett far more than they should. I've said that all along. Right after the draft, I told you I thought Kenny Pickett was the starter. I still think Kenny Pickett's the starter.
You think he's started in this league?
I think he's a starter on this team. Week
well,
1.
Those are two different things. All right.
I talked to Zach about this. I think there's a world where they carry all 4.
Oh, I don't disagree with that.
I don't. At one time I thought Joe was the odd man out, but Zach's kind of brought me around to where they could carry all 4 on the roster. Week 1, put it this way: by the end of the season, I've said this before. I hope Shedeur has more starts than any quarterback on this roster at the end of the season, when we get to the end of the season, because he's the only one that I look at and say he's got a chance to be a future starting quarterback in this league.
Yeah.
But that's a far different conversation than who's your starter in week 1.
I think you're doing so many things in week 1. 216-474-0092. Is it a mistake to start a rookie quarterback week 1 for this football team? I'm going to get back to the Cavs coming up at 7:22. I can promise you that. But I want to get to you guys right now. 216-474-0092. Is it a mistake to start a rookie quarterback in week 1? And for so many reasons, I think it is. I bring up the...
Man, we ain't even going to talk about starting week 1. Shedeur got to make the team the way they talk. But yeah, Big Crit got a song called, I think it's in Mount Olympus. Mount Olympus, man. Go listen to that song, Big Crit. He talk about that. Talking about they want to go back, but we got guns now. I ain't never heard of that. What the point of having fans out there if they can't take pictures? Yup, we said that, playing for birdies. We said that. Kristen. Yeah, crazy word. I need to hear you saying that. I know that's crazy work. I just need to hear you say that. Man, it's something new every week. Let's take a vote and a bet. I'm probably gonna have to make a post. What will be the topic of Shedeur next week? What Shedeur at? What you talking about training in paradise? I ain't see that. Where you at? He posted something? I ain't even been on Instagram. Telling you, bro. This is getting ridiculous. I need to cut. I got 3 days left. 2 not including today. Hey man, they try to connect him and Deshaun Watson. Like they on the same tier of crime. Oh, I ain't even look on IG. I guess so, man. I guess so. They're about to do it for me, man. I ain't been on that long today. Hey, if y'all ain't watched my last video, I posted the video, not the live stream, but the video about the interview tapes, the leaked tapes. Go watch that video, man. I appreciate y'all. Go watch that video. Don't none of it bother me. I'm not, look, I'm the least worried of what happens. I'm not worried at all. This does not bother me. I'm just doing what everybody else do. I like Shedeur. I'm a fan of Shedeur. I want him to do good. I want all these dudes that I like to do good. It doesn't bother me not one bit, because if he signed 4.6. I didn't. He getting that money, not me. If he got there with win in Cleveland, they gonna call his name, not mine. It don't bother me not one bit. You watched it, appreciate you. Hey, it is what it is. This dude, bro. I don't see how that man, it don't matter. He got the biggest narratives and the biggest lies. He got better lies than Mary Kate and Tony. Yeah, y'all gonna be barking in the doghouse for real. Literally, with a dog, in the doghouse, in the backyard. Because you're going to be picking number 2 overall again. No. Not Colin. Albert right here. On the left. Albert. Albert is the biggest one. He bigger than Mary Kate and Tony put together. But yeah, man, they're going to do it. I appreciate y'all for coming. Like, subscribe, and share, and tell your friend about that money, man. You already know, man. We still doing the 50K giveaway. I'm getting it together. So stay tuned for that post. When I go live, when I tell y'all I'm going to go live and pick the winner, man. We still doing it. I ain't lying to y'all. I know y'all like, he taking forever to do that. But no, I finally got this thing going. So, yeah, we got to go ahead and pick a winner. And then I'm going to do another one on Twitch. So if you ain't got Twitch, I need y'all to go ahead and go make a Twitch and follow me on Twitch. Money Man, you already know, same thing, just like my YouTube name, but no space in between Money Man and you already know, no space. It's just one long word. But yeah, I'm gonna start live streaming on there, and then I'm gonna do another Shedeur Sanders or a Travis Hunter jersey giveaway. Probably a Shedeur jersey again. But yeah, we gonna do that thing. But y'all already know what time it is.
Lanes, let me shift the gear. Don't call me 2, it's 12 in the field. Ice on my neck, but the heart stay real. Come prime the pro, this a family scene. I'm the dreamy plane and now I lead. Legendary, QB1, let's go. They thought I was hype, just a flash with a name. Till I dropped 5 tutties and rewrote the game. From college doors to that dog pound bark. Now I'm black and gold soul in that Cleveland dark. 12 on the back, new chapter in ink. Legacy flips when the whole world blinks. Came from the 2, now I'm stepping as king. Put the L on my chest, I don't play, I win. 1 or 2 the legendary, now I'm here. Billy Van Lights, let me shift the gear. Don't call me 2, it's 12 in the field. Ice on my neck, but the heart stay real. Come prime the pro, this a family seed. I'm the dreamy planet, now I lead. It ain't just about a number on your back. It's about the story behind it. I'm not running from prime. I'm building on it. This is 1 or 2 to legendary. Started as a son, now I'm the symbol. 12 on my back, the vision is simple. Ball, believe, break through the barrier. 1, 2 legendary, I'm the carrier. Started 2, now he's number 12 in the league. Shedeur. That 2 with pride, Coach Prime on the side. Now I'm on my own ride. From the snow and boulder to the dog pound zone. Now I'm throwing lasers out the pocket like a throne. Whole city watching, I ain't fold for the fame. AP on my wrist, but I grind through the pain. Never beg for the stage, I earned every play. From just Dion's son to the future of the game. 1 or 2 the legendary, now I'm here. Billy Van Lights, let me shift the gear. Don't call me 2, it's 12 in the field. Ice on my neck, but the heart stay real. Come prime the pro, this a family seed. I'm the dreamy plane and now I lead. Legendary, QB1, let's go. They thought I was hype, just a flash with a name. Till I dropped 5 tutties and rewrote the game. From college doors to that dog pound bark. Now I'm black and gold soul in that Cleveland dark. 12 on the back, new chapter in ink. Legacy flips when the whole world blinks. Came from the 2, now I'm stepping as king. Put the L on my chest, I don't play, I win. 1 or 2 the legendary, now I'm here. Billy Van Lights, let me shift the gear. Don't call me 2, it's 12.